The question is not whether or not you should support augmentation or you should oppose augmentation. That is not the question. I believe the question is, do we have required wisdom in us as a species to be able to do something with this kind of technology? Now, before this kind of technology comes up, we will never have that kind of wisdom. I'll give you a very nice example in there. Yeah, I mean, it's very popular nowadays. Everybody has seen Oppenheimer. Today, I am become God, God of death, bringer of death, whatever that pussy side. I don't like that guy in particular. I am on the
Mhm.
American president's side. That bitch didn't push the button. I gave the order. Anyway,
Mhm.
just mark me in that camp. I'm not in Oppenheimer's camp. I'm in the Truman's camp, actually.
Okay.
So coming back to the thing, up until to the point when humans did not possess such a power that they could actually realistically wipe everybody off the face of Earth, we did not need that kind of wisdom, and the result of that thing was frequent war, World War I and II, and all of those things
Right.
continuously. Once we possess that kind of power, and Oppenheimer, being a pussy as he was, he just went into depression and he was like, yeah, I mean, I did this thing. No, you didn't do anything. However, what happened at the end of the day? Nuclear war never happened because over the period of time, we as a species, we stumbled, we made mistakes here and there, but eventually we got that wisdom. We inculcated that wisdom.
Right.
And so it is my understanding, yes, there are questions, particularly about this area. I mean, there are any kind of technology which is, I would say, powerful enough is virtually indistinguishable from magic. And when you have magic at your hands, well, the first thing you need is wisdom.
Right.
And you will get wisdom only after burning that magic. You first
Mhm.
wield the fire, you don't have wisdom how to wield it. Then you get burnt, and then you get wisdom. So we will go through the tempering process similar to that. I just believe that we go to the tempering process to a lesser degree, because when the guns first came out, man, there was blood out there. But
Right.
then guns, then tanks, then rockets, then airplanes, and eventually by the time we came with nuclear power, all we needed to gain that wisdom was bomb two cities, who were Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So
Right.
hopefully, going forward, when we have more capable technologies at our hands, we gain that wisdom without burning two cities, and let's just hope for that.
That is true. And the way I see it, as it is about experimentation. When you experiment on certain things, you kind of calibrate yourself to understand the you know goods and bads of it, and advantages and cons, pros and cons of it. I
Mhm.
have an extension to it, and that is one thing that I feel. I
Mhm.
definitely agree that as in society and as in civilization, we are going ahead. We are not going
Mhm.
backward as such. We are learning, taking feedbacks in every aspect and angle,
Mhm.
whichever domain you pick, and we are enhancing at the end of the day. That is how I see us. But
Mhm.
in these, paths and practices, we do make mistakes.
Mhm.
Now, it is fine as long as those mistakes don't really, impact us severely. But the way it goes is, we are now evolving in terms of, let's say, from that technological standpoint and other standpoints, similar standpoints. We are
Mhm.
evolving very fast, as compared to what we have been doing in past,
Mhm.
before industrial era, and the other eras before that, the kings and queens eras. Now the point is this: the evolution, the growth of us is, the growth of civilization is so much. I
Mhm.
have this aspect. If, let's say, what if we become so intelligent, we build something which is not something to be trifled with. We definitely will learn from our feedback that we receive, but let's say if we make a mistake which is not reversible, then we
Mhm.
have made a big, um, big mistake, something from which you can't go back. It even
Mhm.
might imply that civilization is no longer there. So there's this
Mhm.
theorem which has been mentioned by some guy, I don't know exactly who, but
Mhm.
what he said was, the more smart we become, the
Mhm.
the sooner the nearer we are to our, for any intelligent species, the more smart they become, the nearer we are to our extinction, because we will eventually make a mistake which will
I mean, it's a pretty deep thing to go into, and my answer is that if, well, such a day comes, then guess I'll just die. I mean, fuck it. What else there is to it?
you can't do anything. That's true.
This is pretty much like that kind of situation wherein social media, but at least on Facebook, in the dying days of Facebook, it used to happen. People used to post a picture in which you have a lion out there, and you have five snakes in there, and there is a big cliff on the other side, and there's thunder coming down, and there is also a boulder coming down out there. And the guy is to write, "What would you do in such a situation?" Yeah, I guess I'll just die. Okay, fine, I get it. So if we are
Right.
around, if we arrive at in this kind of a situation out there, then all right, so long. Happy to be with you guys. Bye bye.